Welcome to Rom Wills Money Matters. Being an entrepreneur is a lifestyle. Being an entrepreneur is a lifestyle. You know what? One of the things with many people out here, what they do for a living, bring money in, and how they actually live their lives are two different things. They separate it. And it's kind of easy. Think about it. Okay, you work on some job. I don't care. It could be retail, it could be in the office, it could be working for the government. Many people leave that work at work. Or at least they try to. Most seriously, you might have to be, you know what, you might be like a server. Like say if you're a server somewhere at a restaurant, and you might be the friendliest server there. You know, you smiling and you ignoring like the different people and some of the funky stuff they asking and all that, but you're smiling. The second you clock out, you're a totally different human being. Some of those same people see you in the street, you might be like, get out of my face. And they can't say anything, you're in the street. What they gonna do, come to the restaurant and complain? You're like, sir, I don't remember you. But that's the thing, you can separate, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it is what it is, you probably need to. But when you're an entrepreneur, you gotta live that. You can't just turn it off like, well, I'm just gonna do this job and go. You gotta be thinking about the job all the time. You can't turn it off. You know, because I'm gonna tell you what with me, like people hit me up and see if they can do a consultation or something on the weekends. No, I don't. I do keep some separation, but the whole time on the weekend, I'm constantly thinking about what I'm going to talk about the next week. I keep a little thing right here. I write down, this is for all my channels and stuff. A color represents a channel. And during the whole weekend, even when I'm supposed to be chilling, if something pops in my head, I write it down. Boom. Because I'm still working. And indeed, I'm still, even if I'm not officially making a video on the weekends, I'm still checking all of my virtual traps. I'm still checking the comments. You know, I could be sitting on the toilet checking my comments. You still working, there's still work. And then people still hit you up for something, so I might have to set up something, maybe not to do it on the weekend, but somebody say, you know, I'm interested in consultation. I don't say, well, get back on with me on Monday. You know? And see, that's just me, but I don't care what the business is. You always have to think about some stuff. You always have to have it. You know, it's like this entrepreneur told me years ago. He was a young guy in my neighborhood. That's when, you know, people were regularly delivering newspapers and stuff. He had the newspaper game on lock. And he said, shoot, you got to go to bed thinking about making that money. You got to wake up. You got to be dreaming about it. Be like, yeah, okay, I got to do this, I got to do that. Because it don't stop. Because see, here's the thing. Here's the thing with a job. When you go on a job, you don't have to, all you have to do is do the job. You get paid. Seriously. That's all you have to do. You have to do what they ask you to do. Even if you're a manager, you got to do your job. You get paid. You typically are not thinking about, you might work on a register or something, depending on where it's at, but most of the time you don't have to think about, all right, what's this money going to be allocated to? You don't have to worry about payroll typically, unless that's your specific job. And even then, you don't have to still worry about it. It's there. All you have to do is show up and do the work, you get paid. But when you're an entrepreneur, only way you get paid is you got to do work. So you always got to be thinking, okay, where can I make that money at? What can I do? I need to make a business connection here. I'm out and about. I might walk in a random store. Like one of the things I did when I had books, you know, I was dealing with bookstores more. If I went to a store, I'd be like, I wonder if they'd take copies of my books. There's quite a few times I did that. Now say you got something else. Say you walk to you're a soap maker, you walk to a local grocery store. You might be thinking, I wonder if I can get them in here. You always got to have it, even if you're just doing something. Like you always got to keep a general, like I keep cards on me. I got to get some new cards, and you know, with social media now, you just need to let them know your social media address, but you always got to think about what you're doing. You always got to think about what you're doing, because it's you on all the time. Even like from where I'm doing for social media, I've ran into people who seen me online. I ran into it. So you still, the show is still there, just walking around. And it's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle, because how you live, you got to think about, okay, where am I living? What am I doing? A lot of people working out of their homes. So it's a different vibe when you go to, okay, like when you drive to a job. When you drive to a job, you can put yourself in a certain mindset. You might stop, get some coffee somewhere, and go take care of everything. Okay. What happens when all you have to do for your job is just walk down the steps? Just go to the next floor. Or if you're in like maybe an apartment or something, you're working out of an apartment, just walk a few yards from the bedroom to the living room. It's a different thing. That's part of your lifestyle. You got to cook there and everything. Boom. It's your lifestyle. It's like the things you do, because it's like, okay, you can't just spend money and think, oh, okay, I'm gonna get this money back next week with my paycheck. You get a lump sum of money from doing a job that might have to last you a bit, because you're gonna have to you're gonna have to always be making that money. You gotta have that mindset. Okay, I gotta keep that money flowing no matter what. And you can't even say, well, I got this customer. They can do that anytime. Like consultations. I had a customer who said he wouldn't be able to make it. I had to refund him. He had paid for the consultation, and he said something came up. He couldn't really go. And he didn't want to reschedule it at the time, so I had to give him the money back. And see, that's what happens to you in that entrepreneurial thing. The money ain't steady. Like, you ain't going to get like $1,000 every week, just from showing up. Now you can get $1,000 a week, but you gotta work for every penny of it. And that's gotta be part of your lifestyle. That's your life. That's your life. Indeed, with what I do, I don't think in terms of retirement. I don't think in terms of retirement, because I say from what I do, I can do that as long as I can speak. I can do that. And heck, might get to a point if I couldn't speak with the technology now, just type some stuff in it. As long as I can get it typed. Whatever. But you can keep going. I can keep going till the day I die with what I do. And many entrepreneurs actually do that. They don't retire. They got to keep money flowing. You always got to be thinking about the money. So it's a lifestyle. It ain't just something you just do for 8 hours a day and go. It's something you think, even when you relaxing, you got to have it in the back of your mind what you want to be doing to keep that money flowing. All right? So anyway, that's all I have for now. Y'all know the deal. Let's go make that money.